Now that you have all the data collected in your journal, you're going to need to enter it into a chart so that you can compare and contrast what had happened, and also to be able to build a graph so you can visually see the difference between the petri dishes. For the constant, number one, on day one, how many squares were infected? Write that number in. For day two, how many were infected? Day three, day four, day five. See the pattern? And then for your next petri dish, go ahead and enter in the data the same way. Once you've entered in all the data for each of your petri dishes for each day, your chart is complete. But it's not as easy to see or analyze this chart as it might be a graph. In order to make a graph, first you need to highlight the chart you just created. Notice that I have the square box going around both the headers and the data that you just entered. Then I'm going to go up to this corner and click Insert Chart. Boom! Look at that. It's already created one for you. But this chart or this graph might not show us the differences that we're looking for. After all, we want to compare and contrast the different petri dishes. So, in the chart editor to the right, scroll up in the setup and click Chart Type. If for whatever reason you exit out of that by accident, you can always find it by the three dots in the right corner of the graph you made. Click on the three dots and click Edit Chart. And now you can see we're back to where we were. Let's make this a line chart or a line graph. Okay. So now we see our three petri dishes and we can see very clearly how they relate to each other. And we can see our days across the bottom and we see these numbers on the right. Now this may be enough for you today, but a real graph should have labels so people know not only what's going on here, but what these numbers mean. And so we need to give this axis a title. To do that, we're going to go to Customize, Chart and Axis Titles. This is a vertical axis, so we're going to use the vertical axis title. And we're going to label this whatever your teacher has instructed. I'm going to say it's number of infected squares, because that's what we were counting after all. But she may have a better title for you. And you can see now people know what these numbers mean. If you don't like the title up here, if you want this to be more specific, infection rates in petri dishes, I'm sure you guys can come up with a better title. But there we go. We close out of this, and now we can move our chart over here. Now we have a chart. Now we have a graph and a chart. Congratulations, scientists.